Uy, kumakal mo na. Hi guys, welcome back to Banyo Thoughts, your daily dose of adventure and happiness. So, this is my episode 26? 26 na ba? Maraming salamat sa sponsor sa aking dim sum craving at magkakaroon tayo bukas niyan. Thank you, Leia. Special mention. Dahil naabot natin ang ating goal. Anyway, so patatabayin lang naman ako. So anyway, i-share ko na lang yung bukas kasi may nag-order ako ng homemade dim sum. Excited ako doon. Okay, so today I like to share. Well, the past few days I've been trying to listen to different kinds of music just to be able to explore kasi mayroon akong may theory ako that if we expose ourselves, I think dami kong gusto sabihin, dami dumadaan sa utak ko. Anyway, first, may theory ako that to be able to know a culture pretty well, you delve into music. You listen to their music to be able to understand. So sabihin na natin hindi natin naintindihan yung language, but you get a glimpse of what sort of I don't know, representation of their culture that comes out in music. So obviously madaming genre of music, but usually naman in every country there is something that at least that pops out. So yun is a theory ko. The second theory that I have is if you want to learn a language easily, aside from watching yung mga telenovelas or yung mga foreign shows, I think music is a good entry point as well. Why? Because you hum it and then you say the words kahit hindi mo naintindihan. The third theory I have is that it opens up when you listen to music, it basically opens up your mindset to another type of culture that you're not exposed to. For example, like for the Philippines, napansin ko lang na majority of, or not, siguro hindi man lahat, pero makikita ko sa mga kakilala ko na mahilig sila sa mga Korean dramas, Korean artists, mga ganyan. So, nangyayari is, parang you're slowly, again, this is just my idea, slowly, your mindset is formed that this is the benchmark for quite a number of things. That's just my theory lang. Because you're constantly exposed to it, so you think that's the benchmark for certain, certain standards, like beauty, music, whatever. So, the past few days, ginagawa ko, I've been trying to listen to different kinds of genre of music from different languages and to see what they have and what kind of yung feelings ng pagkanta at yung parang yung generally cultural tone ng country na yun or ng language that country speaks. So inisip ko kasi music is like a very good way of calming yourself, especially if you're trying to I don't know, it's a good representation of our emotions kasi. So pag may pinagdadaanan ka, so many times you go through music as a source of inspiration, as a source of comfort. Like if you go work out, you have a workout type of music, which is kind of different types of beat and stuff like that. So naisip ko lang kasi sound has a way of enlivening us, and sound has a way of giving us sense of movement and sense of life in a way. I think I would be so weird if we don't have. Sa akin, music is an essential part of life. Now, since naisip ko yan, and I think as part of my mindset now and I'm trying to develop is to learn more and to be able to understand who I am more and to be able to understand cultures more and to be able to Kasi in the startup that I have, which is called Experience Philippines, it's very experiential. And I think I haven't really delved too much into it as a person, as a personal experience. I mean, medyo nasa, kumbaga, kung 10 levels yan, I think nasa level 1 pa lang yata ako or level 2 lang ng understanding of what really experience is. Because I'm limited to the experience that I have only within our country. Granted, I've traveled around and been to different countries, but majority, over the past few years is here, no. So naisip ko rin na what if it's a good probably a challenge, it's a good probably a practice rin to expose yourself to these countries and the languages. Kasi nga yung may isa akong goals ngayon, may goal, mayroon akong goals. Actually madaming goals 'yun. May mga gusto akong gawin, which is really to learn the languages. I think I mentioned this before. And then gusto ko siyang kunin in terms of gusto ko siyang pag-aralan not the traditional way, but the way of music, the way of storytelling, the way of conversations through language partners. So that's basically the theory I have in my head. So I've been listening to different music, and then there's this genre of the Spanish one is I realized tinignan ko yung ginawa kong strategy is tinignan ko sa YouTube kung ano yung pinaka madalas pakinggan or Spanish song na number one, and it's actually a song. It's been played like almost 500 million. It's like 500 million views. It's a song made by a band called Camila. They're actually a Mexican band, so I researched their background. And they predominantly produce ballads. So inisip ko, siguro kaya pala mga masyadong madrama yung mga telenovelas, no? Kasi doon natin nakuha yung mga telenovela, di ba? So, baka kaya pala madaming iyakan na nangyari. I mean, sa kanta pa lang, madaming iniwan na siya, tapos gusto bumalik ng isa, tapos pag tinanslate mo yung kanta, yung iniwan na, tapos gusto makipagbalikan, tapos nag-away, yung mga ganyan type. So medyo madrama pati yung kanta. So, but the sound and the beat and the way they pronounce it and the way they say it and the way they express it through music, maganda siya. I mean, I really like it. I mean, I think that then tapos you move on further down the line, you hear the different types of grooves naman. So you have music that is more hip hopish, more urban, more more Caribbean, yung may pagka African, yung madaming beats. Natuwa lang ako kasi naisip ko lang kasi siya dahil nakakaengganyo lang to learn something through that pathway, not through the traditional way of learning something, which is you read something about it in Google or in the internet, and then you just go through the historical facts, blah blah blah, or people culture. But if you go through people themselves, their stories, things that we like, you and I like music, food, culture, I don't know, anime, cartoons, whatever, anything that interests you, and you enter it through that methodology, it becomes more exciting. Then you realize how rich the human culture is. That's super limited lang pala ng pagkakaintindi natin sa bawat isa. Then you appreciate the beauty of different types and different races or different people, no? From every skin color, from every culture, language. Very, 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 very rich, that I would say, no? And naisip ko lang kasi na parang exciting to know more about them and to delve into their lives and to delve into that kind of culture and to delve into that. Just because of if you're like me, I am the type of person who just wants to immerse in that, meaning in my mind, and see it in my head and imagine it in my head. Mas exciting for me. That's why music, I should say, music is a good it's a good start to understand a particular culture. I'm saying this, I know it's a random thing because I know it's like a really weird topic to talk about, but it's something that I think, and I'm not sure if people do it, no? Maybe there are probably siguro people who learn a culture via their music. Kasi inisip ko kasi yung sa Korean, mga K-pop, um, I like it. And it's just that, well, I just started liking it. But nakita ko kasi sa mga binabasa ko about it, like parang meron silang, para sa akin, parang hindi ko lang alam. Baka parang feeling ko parang very, it's kind of manufactured. Uh, Again, it's in my opinion. Meaning, it's like, for example, I've seen dance steps of certain um, K-pop idols, and I looked since I'm doing dance classes, and I looked at the different kinds of dances, and I see the similarity. Like for example, certain moves are from, they call it dance hall. Dance hall is like a uh, Caribbean. No, not Jamaican type of dance where it's about feelings and emotions. So movements are predominantly not very technical. It's just very free flowing, but there's a certain style to it. Meaning they're always naka crouch or naka bend yung knees, and usually it's about body movements, yung sways and stuff like that. And I see that in the different, parang ang laki parang pareho lang yung sinasayaw niya sa sinasayaw niya. So iniisip ko lang, parang feeling ko parang medyo manufactured yung gawa na iba. Parang feeling ko kasi siguro yung mga coaches nila are from different genres rin. So iniisip ko, then what more of other cultures? If you can expose yourself to different kinds of culture, you'd see different kinds of dance moves, different kinds of dance steps and music, and different kinds of culture which is representative. Isn't that so much fun to learn? I mean, parang gusto ko ngayon mag-travel ng buong mundo para makita lang talaga yan, expose ka lang na ganun, and tell stories about it. I think that's so nice. Tama nga yung idea ko nga. Yung pinag-uusap, next, yung after this kasi this is already like my first stage of building foundation. This is basically, if you notice, it's like just me talking and just the camera and then just it recording things. It's really, for me, it's again going back to the basic of really going out there, showing, recording your face, even though you're annoyed with your own face. And I'm annoyed in a sense that I'm not so used to doing this. The next phase of this, aside from adding up to the building the foundation, is really to explore culture. And I want to do that through a certain style naman. Like one is like to dance, and the other one is through food, and another one's through languages. So those three. So basically, I created already a more or less like a program for that, for coming and moving forward. Now again, this is really meant for me because I really want to. This is my personal journey, and I really want to discover myself. And as I go through the next coming. Chapters of my own life, no. So and I'm kind of excited about that. So I just want to share that. So why music for me is like an important aspect of learning culture, and why music is a very important entry point to learning a language, and why music is also a good entry point to understanding yourself as in your feelings and emotions. So that's it. So I just wanted to share that, and I think, kaya ko nasabi to kasi I was listening lang kanina. I was listening to Riri. Maganda nga talaga yung kanila. Nairita lang ako sa YouTube ngayon kasi nga, every time you play niya YouTube, it's always like a 30-second ad that comes out. 2 ads pa yon. Hindi na kagaya dati. Tapos sabi sa akin ni Leia na they're trying to push premium, ad-free. So you should have to pay 149 pesos a month para lang magkaroon ka ng ad-free. Anyway, nagbago na siguro yung siguro kailangan kumita ng Google ngayon. Anyway, yun lang. Maraming salamat for tuning in. This is like I think this is like episode 26 really. I'm not so sure. Can't remember anymore. But yeah, so tomorrow I'll see you guys again. Because that's the last day I'm doing this 21-day challenge for me. And yep, and then a new set of activities for the next coming weeks. All right. See you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye-bye.